This is Central Mississippi's Stimulating Talk.
1039 WYAB, Pocahontas, Jackson.
From ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. The price of oil is lower this morning as negotiators for the U.S. and Iran say they think they have a deal that could lead to the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz and the lifting of the U.S. naval blockade. The deal comes as the war with Iran hits the 3-month mark and as gas prices average about $4.38 a gallon. The ABC Chief White House correspondent Mary Bruce with more on this Treasury Secretary's briefing on Thursday.
The message coming from Scott Bessent here yesterday and the administration writ large is that this is all temporary, that as Bessent has said before, that this is a blip, that while Americans may be seeing higher prices, that this will all come down quickly once the Strait of Hormuz reopens. But of course, the question is, when is that going to happen? And how long will it actually take for those prices to come back down?
Federal officials have joined an investigation into Thursday's deadly explosion and fire at a Dallas apartment complex. ABC's Jim Ryan's there.
It began with a report of a natural gas leak at 12:47 p.m., but in the 2 minutes it took firefighters to arrive.
All of a sudden, you just hear a loud boom. That boom happens, and then my window is they're on the other side of the apartment.
The 23-unit building was flattened once the fire was out, says the Dallas Fire Department's Jason Evans.
We can confirm that there have been 3 fatalities,
including a child. The NTSB will have a team on the ground to help investigate. Jim Ryan, ABC News in Dallas-Fort Worth.
There's also an investigation underway into the massive explosion of a Blue Origin rocket on the launch pad in Cape Canaveral last night. ABC's Sophie Flay.
Jeff Bezos saying, it's too early to know the root cause, but we're already working to find it. Very rough day, but we'll rebuild whatever needs rebuilding and get back to flying. It's worth it. Elon Musk, the CEO of competitor SpaceX, saying, most unfortunate. Rockets are hard.
At least 4 musical acts pulling out of a concert series to be held on the National Mall next month. The artists say they were led to believe it was going to be a nonpartisan event. You're listening to ABC News.
Here it comes. Surprise! There's an avocado shortage! Now half your food truck menu is costing more than it's making you! Also, you're out of napkins!
Those aren't cheap! Progressive knows small business owners usually don't like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise, saving 13% on commercial auto insurance when you pay in full.
Also, an ice cream truck stole your parking spot! Looks like you're in a turf war!
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Why'd I go to the doctor? Working on the farm, my heart kept skipping a beat. I didn't think much of it, but my daughters made me get checked out. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com. Sponsored by Bristol-Myers.
Local news on 1039 WYAB. Brought to you by AARP of Mississippi. Making a difference in communities throughout the state. AARP.org. He says it's about protecting the children, sometimes from themselves. A 60% chance for showers today with a high at 86. Tonight, 69 is the low, and you've got a 40% chance for more showers. Saturday, the chance for rain is 40% with a high at 87. Sunday, a 40% rain chance with a high at 90. With news on 1039 WYAB, I'm Chris Davis. The curfew in Jackson says the kids must be inside by 10 p.m., and Jackson City Councilman Kenneth Stokes has not been shy, telling reporters he believes Jackson police need to do a better job enforcing that. Stokes says you can expect to hear about it next Tuesday at the council meeting. He says he doesn't want to see kids in gangs or dead from after-dark violence. Child exploitation was the charge, and 25 years is the sentence for 32-year-old Kyle Michael Hillery of Olive Branch, who is both a former pastor and former teacher, says State Attorney General Lynn Fitch's office. Meanwhile, a report about the sexual abuse of a child in Kosciuszko is what got an investigation started there that has resulted in the arrest of 55-year-old Umar Waheed of Mobile, Alabama. KPD says Waheed was arrested in Alabama but is back in Mississippi at at the Lee County lockup. He's charged with grooming a child for lustful purposes. AT&T is about to rid itself of all the old-fashioned copper phone, fax, and alarm lines across the country, and a news release from the Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians seems to indicate that the deadline here in Mississippi is November. The company says after November, the only way to have phone service with AT&T is with a cell phone. More news in 1 hour on 103.9 WYAB. I'm Chris Davis.
Hello, I'm John Ravenstein, third-generation owner of Juniker Jewelry Company. I've been here 50 years.
And I'm Corey Ravenstein, fourth-generation owner. I grew up here, literally.
Our great-uncle started Juniker Jewelry way back in 1944. And that simply means we probably helped more Mississippi men pick out their engagement rings than anyone else.
Guys who are nervous.
Guys who've waited too long.
Guys who just want to get it right the first time.
That's what we do at Juniker Jewelry, Mississippi's direct diamond importer.
No pressure, just straight answers. And the largest selection of loose diamonds, engagement ring styles, and wedding bands in the state.
Remember, you can't buy a better quality diamond at a lower price anywhere in Mississippi. That's the Juniker's money-back diamond guarantee.
Come find out why we're still here after 82 years.
And why she'll never say, you're late, if you've shopped at Juniker's.
Juniker Jewelry Company, 1485 Highland Colony Parkway in Madison, and JunikerJewelry.com, Mississippi's direct diamond importer.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are the individual views and opinions of the people expressing them and do not necessarily reflect those of this radio station, its parent, affiliated, or related entities, agents, or employees.
Welcome to the Chip Matthews Show, where politics meets the South. So grab your sweet tea, find a comfortable spot to sit back, and let's embark on this journey together. Chip away, jump away.
And good Friday morning. And to those of you that are trying to sing, never have a microphone at an event that has a bunch of DJ superstars at it or talk show hosts who think they can sing.
We had a great time last night. It was a very enjoyable evening, and it was nice to meet some new faces.
It was nice for everybody that came out. We want to thank y'all for coming out and supporting us and showing your support, and even asking they kept asking to see me out there on the deck, and I would come out there and they would say, "You got anything to eat?" I guess they thought I was your waiter.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. But anyway, welcome to the Chip Matthews Show. I am Chip Matthews. She is Dawn McKenzie. She has turned her camera around.
Hi.
And so now I'm the only one that has to suffer. Thank y'all. And I suffer for
They're
all
suffering
of you.
if they're seeing two of you.
No, I don't have me up on both cameras. I
Oh,
took
thank
the other
goodness.
one down. But anyway, it is a Velcro Friday.
Yay.
Especially at Beethoven's on the Reservoir, Scooby's. They haven't got they're promoting it as Scooby's, which is Scooby's is the stage.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, the venue is Beethoven's Boardwalk. But anyway, you have the Scooby stage, then we have the dock stage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And, people are
That
going.
dock stage is pretty awesome.
The people will talk about whatever. Now, the dock stage is big enough for the Velcro Pygmies, and that's where I kind of, it may turn out they play there, but I'd rather them be on the Scooby stage in case of rain.
That's right.
Okay. But anyway, that's what we have. I'm going to open up the Drake stage soon.
Drake.
The Drake stage.
Drake.
In honor of my buddy Drake Elder, Bebop, that passed away. But I mean, that's going to be the Drake stage. I always said I'm going to open up a live venue, call it the Drake. So, but anyway, that's another story down the road. But anyway, good morning to everyone. We are here. You are there, and this camera makes me
make sure
it's making me
make sure you got it making yourself look really good.
It makes me look short today
Because your hair's not standing up so tall.
Okay. Time to get a haircut. But anyway, and I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. And did Lindsay ever sing?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
I would have liked to have heard that
Yeah.
just to see.
Let's see. We had some good singers there last night.
Yeah.
Kim Wade sang.
Kim Wade sang.
Uh-huh.
You'll never find another love like mine.
Yeah.
Someone that's searching the whole
Okay,
night through.
You're hurting everyone's ears.
Oh, you'll never find. No. Kim hurt everybody's ears.
I hurt everybody's ears.
He did not start low enough on that song. On that song, you got to start lower.
Yeah. Well, that's okay.
Because that's one of my go-to karaoke songs when I go to sing karaoke. That and Dancing Queen.
Dancing
I do
Queen.
Dancing Queen just because it just shocks everybody.
I can't wait till the next time Mike Mott shows up next Thursday night.
He's off next Thursday night.
No, he isn't.
Yes, he is.
Why?
I gave him off.
No. We're going to see you perform.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And I guess we also need to book Clay to perform.
I know. He was shy last night.
He gets
He's
on this
shy.
radio when nobody's looking at it. He started singing songs. I heard Mike Tramp was in town last night. Wait. I never really meant to love you. The Coliseum House Band from the 90s. Do you know who they are? White Line? Yeah. And they were the Coliseum House.
They sound a lot like Slaughter.
No, they do not.
Yes, they do.
Slaughter sounds good.
I know.
Look, I sat in the studio with Mike Tramp and Vito Bratta and everybody. They used to come by and hang out at 98 Rock all the time. And I used to sit there. And then one time their limo broke down when they were opening for Kiss. And I had to go rescue them from the Bebop in South Jackson. And they came in. All they did was eat. They ate all the shrimp we had in the studio for them. I mean, just like I'd ask them a question. They go, and Vito Bratta was just eating shrimp.
Yeah. Well, they were hungry.
Yeah,
you're supposed to eat it.
You would have thought that the other radio station that was competing against us at the time would have fed them. You got them a limo. That was after I left Z106. Z106 actually thought they had scooped me.
Yeah.
They had scooped me, and then their limo broke down in the middle of nowhere. I said, "Oh, we're on site now."
Sometimes things just work out for the
and
best.
The 98 Rock crew showed up and saved the day.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Good old days, huh?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was at Z, and then I left. And then the Z thing played out, and I went to 98 Rock, and then they said, "Oh, we really need you back, Chip, because our ratings went into the poo-poo de caca." And I went back over and reprogrammed the computer, and then to this day, they're still playing the same damn songs.
Till this day, huh?
It's so good that they at least came out when CDs were around. If I'd programmed Z106 originally with 8 tracks, half the 8 tracks would be busted by now. But anyway, hopefully soon there'll be a new source for rock music in the market. Hopefully,
working on it, aren't we?
Yes, we are working on it. Yes, we are.
And it will be me and you and several other local radio hosts hosting it live.
Yes.
It will not be somebody from New York City or wherever they pipe that stuff in from.
They're probably AI. They probably don't exist.
They probably don't. You were exactly right.
Well, I know I'm exactly right. That's why you're on this show, is because I'm the only person that is right in America.
Says no one. That's the reason those people are so boring.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're bored. They're boring because they're not the talent I am. Okay.
Yeah.
How you like that? How you like that? You like that?
No.
Said no one ever.
That's right.
But anyway, good morning to everybody. Friday we get to where we get a little bit lighter in the news. Although Mr. Stokes has entertained me for a moment here with the thought that we're going to call for curfew. What's he doing? Is he pulling out the script from the last 40 years of being in office? I don't know. He's been in office for a long, long time. Where every time he says, "We got to save the children."
Yeah.
We got to save the children.
Yeah.
And we're going to have to put a curfew in place.
But this time it's because crime happens after dark. He don't come out during the daytime.
Well, the other thing is the parents that own these children, I'd say they own, I guess you own your children. They're supposed to be responsible for these children. I guess what they're trying to do is get rid of their parents. Because then the kids then the kids, rather than being on the streets with their guns, will be home with their parents with their guns, and they can shoot their parents.
You know, all this
Well,
started.
that happens a lot too.
Yeah, all this started when the government stepped in and said that parents could not discipline their children anymore through spankings. So it's all the government's fault once again.
So once again, we're back to Democrats.
Yeah.
And gelding Republican politicians. We're calling them gelding because they're ballless Republicans that are out there. They're out there. They're on the streets. And like, for instance, the one that is gone from Texas, they got voted out. Okay. In the primary that had been in Congress for 24 years.
Yeah.
Well, he's a gelding. He's been neutered completely by Trump now. And but this guy, he had already gotten to where he was living in Texas as a Republican and wanting to do some gun control. I mean, what the hell's wrong with you? What the hell's wrong with anybody? I mean, and in this state, they talk about, well, I heard a person call in on Lindsay's show yesterday, and they were talking about gun control. And why you got to get a control of the gun? No, you don't get control of the gun. Lindsay was fighting back against this guy. This guy was trying to explain things to her, and he says, well, you got to control the gun some kind of way. Yeah, learn how to shoot. Go to a range.
Learn what not to shoot.
The real gun control is when you can aim and hit something. I mean, you hear all this gunfire all the time, and you know, there's not reported 20 murders in Jackson. Well, there are. Well, I mean, they're not reported 100 murders in Jackson. There's not a murder for every bullet that comes out. You got to get to be a better shot. One, you can save some money if you were a better shot. Two, you'd get rid of more Democrats faster if you were a better shot. I'm sorry. I'm so tired and sick and tired of hearing about gun violence in Jackson when the violence is the kids that are not being raised by their parents, period. And then they're not held responsible for it. And then you hear up in Madison County, some guy smells at somebody and poof, you got 40 years. You know, that's what's supposed to happen when you shoot a gun and you kill somebody. You're supposed to go to jail.
Yep.
Okay. And you're supposed to be going to jail and not to get out. And then when these lawmakers and judges that are out there that right now that are gelding Republicans, we got to, you know, it's like, for instance, I get upset even for the national programs that say we're responsible for the kids of the parents that go to jail. And they want us to, I mean, I know it's good to try to help other people and the kids that their parents are in jail for drugs and this, that, and the other, but you got to stop it at some point. And I know that to take them to a summer camp is to teach. If the summer camps are teaching these kids that their parents are in jail on how to shoot a gun, then I'm all for it. Okay. But if you're just taking them to jail, say, oh, and baby them and say, oh, your parents are in jail and we're sorry your parents are in jail and here, let's do some basket weaving and this, and you're not teaching them anything. I just don't see a need for that. I may be wrong, but I'm never wrong. So that's right. I mean,
in your sweet little mind, you're never wrong.
Well, you tell, okay, do you agree with me to some degree?
To some degree, but
See
I
there?
don't agree.
I'm always right.
No.
Well, I mean, I believe in helping each other.
The point about it is our justice system. Our judges do not do what they're supposed to do with keeping these kids locked up.
Okay.
I mean, he's just like the Benny Thompson. He's been in there for, their plan was to get him in there and get him to stay in there. Well, now they're putting all these judges in office,
right,
that don't care about the right and the wrong of the law that they represent.
Right. I mean, when you put people in office, I mean, in Madison County, we've got a couple in office in the, and I mean, they were voted in, but then again, they've killed the voting to where only 17% vote. And then the Republican Party backed one person that they put in office that should not be in office. I mean, ran against a lawyer, one, didn't live in the district, and was supported by the three amigos.
And was a relative. But that's their plan across the whole country, is to have those type people in the judicial system, so there will be no justice anymore.
I mean, and then you got Jody Owens, who Shad White had to use to come after some of these people that had stolen the money from the well, they didn't steal the money. Our legislators gave it to them.
Mm-hmm.
Our legislators that's the big thing in all this. All the people that committed the crime with all this money that we've given to the different charities and people like that, our legislators gave them that money. And then you go and look at their books and you find out that they gave $400,000 to a law firm, or they gave X amount of dollars to this guy and X amount of dollars to that guy. And they're always giving money back to the campaigns of these gelding Republicans.
Yep.
Am I going to have to explain what a gelding is to some of our people in the audience, you think?
Maybe when we get back.
Okay, we'll be back with more. And we'll be talking more about castrated politicians right here on the Chip Matthews Show on WYAB. And we'll be talking more about castrated politicians right here on the Chip Matthews Show on WYAB.
1039 WYAB.
In the heart of rural America, we know the value of an honest day's work. While the big corporate brands focus on their stock prices, Outlaw Light is focused on you. We're an independent American brand built on resilience. We don't preach or teach, we just brew. That means a high-quality, 105-calorie light beer at a price that respects your hard-earned dollar. For the patriots, the dreamers, and the doers, America deserves a new light beer. Grab an Outlaw. It's darn good beer.
Here is what real customers have to say about Rotor's Plumbing Service.
This is Leah. I wanted to tell people what a wonderful job Rotor's Plumbing did for me recently. I called. Chris Rotor answered the phone. He had somebody out in no time. They fixed me real fast. I couldn't believe they came out here like that. That's all I can say.
Plumbing problems? You need Rotor's Plumbing. Visit rotorsplumbing.com today.
Vans Comics, Cards, and Games is your local sports cards and memorabilia store, plus Pokemon, board games, comics, and more. Get in the game, make history, and own it at Vans Comics, Cards, and Games, Pear Orchard Road in Ridgeland, and at vansccg.com. Better ingredients, better pizza with a better website. Papa John's and papajohns.com team up for the best experience. Save more with Papa Rewards and all the best deals. Order today and enjoy the new specials and Papa's pairings at papajohns.com and at locations throughout the metro.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, experience counts. And the Rusty Healy Agency has been serving Madison and the rest of the Jackson Metro for over 35 years. Local agent Landon Thompson is keeping that trusted tradition going strong. As a local independent agent, he's not locked into one provider. The Rusty Healy Agency can shop the top insurance companies to find the best fit for you. And everyone knows that the Rusty Healy Agency and Landon Thompson offer top quality local customer service. Contact Landon today at 601-856-3681. Bad decisions limit future options. Make enough bad decisions and you will destroy your life. Listen to The Flatline with your host, Rick Hughes, every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. here on 1039 WYAB. Join us every Sunday for 30 minutes of inspiration, motivation, education, all without manipulation. That's The Flatline with Rick Hughes, heard here on 1039 WYAB each Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m.
Dr. Mike Stonington here from Stonington Farm Grass-Fed Beef. Here in South Mississippi on Stonington Farm, our steers are grass-fed and grass-finished. No grain, no hormones, no antibiotics, no mRNA vaccines. Our grass-fed and grass-finished beef is straight from our farm to your table. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, and at StoningtonFarm.com. That's StoningtonFarm.com with 2 N's. And we deliver every 4 weeks to the Jackson area. We are the grass-fed difference.
Looking for farm fresh produce, high quality local beef, dairy, and desserts? Look no further than the Farm Store in Flora. We've got the sweetest, juiciest fruits and vibrant vegetables from Two Dog Farms, plus premium beef, all from right here in the community. Whether you're cooking up a feast or just grabbing a healthy snack, the Farm Store has got you covered. Freshness you can taste, prices you'll love. Find us on Facebook at The Farm Store by Two Dog Farm.
Even with interest rates higher than recent norms, real estate values are still holding strong in Mississippi. We caught up again with one of Mississippi's top real estate agents, Shane Saxon, to explain his recent activity in the market.
In the last year or so, it's been the best of my career. Interest rates have been high, but the real estate market is here to stay. Land values especially are continuing to rise. Home values are holding. If you need help with anything in real estate, just give me a call.
Find Shane Saxon on Facebook or give him a call at 601-540-5040. Offer property 601-724-1435.
From the garden, from the garden.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
It is the greatest show on earth. It is the Chip Matthews Show. You know, I can use that name now that the Ringling Brothers has been gone.
You can?
The greatest show on earth.
Oh.
Yes. No.
You have such high regards for yourself.
Well, you know,
if only everybody else thought as much.
I figure if it's sort of like the politicians. If these guys can constantly tell me that they're Republicans,
Mm-hmm.
and they constantly tell me that they're doing things to help us in Mississippi, and they've got you believing that you're not paying any taxes, although you are, and they keep lying to us and telling us everything. I can do that, and then I will become the greatest show on earth.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
As long as they keep lying.
Yeah.
I mean, they keep saying we're a red state. Look, when they go to draw those lines right now, the guy going into office will have an R on his chest,
Mm-hmm.
but he's not wearing our underwear underneath that Republican suit he wears. He's been gelded and he's wearing a dress.
Oh, Chip.
I guess it's being gelded or been cut. Is that what they call it? Cutting them?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Is that what you do with a cutting horse?
You neuter dogs.
Yeah, you neuter dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're not good enough to be called a dog.
They're not.
The Republican rhinos are not called dogs because dogs are much better people than Republican rhinos. And if you are a Republican rhino out there, I'm sorry to be talking bad about you today. But it is just disgusting to know that y'all want to get together and talk about nothing. Y'all get together and y'all talk about school choice. All that is another form of
segregation.
I'm on the segregation bandwagon with that. I'm on the fact that they want us to run. They go, look, if we don't reset this whole thing to 1960 and get the blacks and white fighting with each other, we're all going to be out of office. We got to get them fighting again. So that is the only reason why Jason White, when he went to say that there was going to be a special session, when the governor called for it, he went and played the card. He played the race card first by saying, we'll just go to the old Capitol where the laws used to be made. And then what happens? He played the Black Caucus, the Democrats, into just saying, oh, that's racist to go there. That's where Jim Crow was first born. I mean, you tell me. I mean,
it makes good sense when you sit back and look at it and you think about it. But to think of all the energy that he had to put into that to just for that one purpose.
Gosh, he had to defend it.
Mm-hmm.
At first, he came out defending it, and then other Republicans were coming out and defending it. And if you're one of the Republicans that was talking about defending it, you know, it's great to step through history. I think all our monuments through history, and I think where Trump and in many places in America, they're putting the Confederate statues back in place because Confederate people, we had one issue that we fought over. And then you're starting to see that come out, and even AI describes it that way. If you ask Gronk or whatever, now somebody will say Gronk was invented by a white man. But if you go back and ask it, the issue of when you go through the one issue, like for instance, right now they have issues over whether or not we should be fighting with war, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So back then the issue was slavery. Okay. That was the only issue that divided the North and South technically.
Correct.
Was slavery. And that was enough to go to war over, and they hang their hat on that. But that is not really what it was about. It was still about money, y'all. Everything's about money. Don't ever think it's not about money. Because when they talk about they banned slavery in the South, why didn't they say they banned slavery in America?
Because they still had them up north.
Yeah, I mean,
northeast.
New York, some of those states, I believe in the 70s, some of those states were still 1970s. They were just then getting around to banning slavery in those states on their books.
They wanted our textiles down here.
They wanted our
which is our money.
They wanted our money because everything shipped through the Mississippi River, and it's called the Mississippi River for a reason, y'all. And you know what the reason is? Because Mississippi is the most important state in the Union. And now you've got all these people in Mississippi screaming about data centers because we have become, and for years we've been the butt of the jokes. And our legislators allow that to happen. Okay.
Correct.
And in a time where nobody learns to read or write, we're advancing our reading skills in Mississippi. We went from down at the bottom, the Mississippi Miracle. Now, the Mississippi Miracle only occurred because we teach to a test. We don't teach reading and writing.
Yeah. It's all a game.
It's a complete game. And
it's a mind game.
And that's what I'm saying. They keep lying to us and telling us that we got rid of taxes. We made them believe that we had the Mississippi Miracle and we taught people to read and write. Look, we're hiring these people to work at our place, and a lot of them can't read and write. And then when they see me write something in cursive, they go, "You're going to have to write that in block letters where I can read it." Not just
type it out on the computer screen.
I mean, and you sit there and you listen to this and you go, "It can't be that bad," but it is.
It is. They freak out whenever the computers are down at the restaurant, and I tell them, I say, "Well, this is good practice. Write them and hand them to the cooks," and they fall apart.
Completely
fall apart.
That's it. What if we take a test and we go back to doing initials like most restaurants used to do? They'd look at it and go, "You mean initials? What are our initials?" Well, you got to teach them something. Can they do math?
I had somebody fill out an application earlier in the week, and it says to initial all these, little paragraphs, and they went down through there checking them. And I said, "Why didn't you initial them?" And they said they didn't know what that meant. I had someone ask me yesterday the difference between portrait and landscape on the computer thing, how you can make a picture portrait or landscape style. They didn't know the difference. They didn't know which one was portrait and which one was landscape.
A lot of them lack common sense. And those people become the gelding population of our government
Republican Party.
Of the Republican Party of Mississippi. Because in Texas, they would rather take a guy that has a lot of issues.
Luggage.
Yeah.
Mr.
Paxton has a lot of luggage, but he has balls with his luggage. And they got rid of a guy that didn't.
Yep.
And we're in a situation here where we can't get rid of him because 17% of you went out to the polls, and the Republican Party decided who they were going to have on the candidate as their candidates, and they pushed it forward, and that was it.
Yeah.
Now they better get out and beat the streets to get Ron Eller in, or they're exposed.
Well, as long as the Black community can pay $50 a month for childcare,
right,
and have a bus come pick their children up if they're 13 or under,
right.
They're no wonder they don't want to get rid of Benny Thompson.
No, they don't want.
It's like the white community pays $1,000, almost $1,000 a week for children to go to childcare.
Right.
In the Black community, only pays $50 a month.
Hey, you gotta love being Black. You gotta love being Black. We're just oppressed white folks. We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Don McKenzie.
Black. We're just oppressed white folks. We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Don McKenzie.
1039 WYAB.
We'd like to thank the thousands who came out this past weekend to Beethoven's Boardwalk and checked out the newest place on the reservoir. So this weekend, come out and party with thousands. Gather up your friends and join the party. They played to thousands. They were the final band to play the dock. And this week at Beethoven's Boardwalk, it's the world-famous Velcro Pygmies. Yes, the Velcro Pygmies invade the reservoir this weekend at Beethoven's Boardwalk. Coming your way Saturday night, it's Chris Gill and the Soul Shakers. Coming your way Sunday, it's the Super Sunday Buffet with Southern Grass, Bluegrass on the deck, and Cucho and Carlos that afternoon. Remember, there's a lunch special daily, and Acme Pizza now open with 12 different daiquiris, plus the rocker. Come try all the dining concepts at Beethoven's Boardwalk, Acme Pizza, and Pork and Flame, 135 Madison Landing Circle, next to Cock of the Walk.
Your roof is constantly exposed to the elements, battling dirt, algae, and stains. But with Watkins Construction and Roofing Roof Wash Service, you can keep it looking like new. A proprietary rooficide treatment is EPA approved, safe, and guaranteed to prevent algae from coming back for at least 2 years. No harsh chemicals, no damage, no black streaks. Just a clean, beautiful roof that lasts. Call Watkins Construction and Roofing at 601-966-8233 or visit nomoreroofstains.com today.
Delta Farm Services, LLC. Delta Farm Services, LLC. From dirt to done, they make it easy. Find them on Facebook, it's all you need. Big job, small job, call today. They'll shape your land a better way. Delta Farm Services, LLC. The name you trust for what you need. Delta Farm Services, LLC. Delta Farm Services, LLC.
ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. A Blue Origin rocket blowing up on the launch pad in Florida.
Overnight, a catastrophic failure on the launch pad. A massive fireball erupting, lighting up the night sky over Cape Canaveral, Florida. A Blue Origin rocket exploding. Blue Origin founder Jeff Bezos says all personnel are safe. No one was on board.
ABC's Victor Oquendo in Miami. Bezos also says they're investigating, but it's too early to determine the cause of the explosion. An explosion at an apartment complex in Dallas killed at least 3 people. Federal investigators say they are there trying to help. The price of oil lower this morning as negotiators for the U.S. and Iran say they think they have a deal that could lead to the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz and the lifting of the U.S. naval blockade amid a 60-day ceasefire. Police in Kenya have arrested 8 girls on suspicion of arson in a fire that left 16 children dead at a girls' boarding school. This is ABC News.
If you've had an accident, remember Clinton Body Shop. We work for you, not your insurance company. Don't be misled by someone telling you that you will have to pay more than your deductible. Our shops hold multiple certifications from the makers of today's vehicles. We are the longest running ICAR Gold Class certified repair facility in Mississippi. We know how to repair your vehicle, and we will work with your insurance company on your behalf. In Clinton and in Richland, we work for you. We take pride in perfection.
When it's time to get serious about work-ready equipment, come see me, Noah Sullivan, at H&H Chief Sales in Carthage. From rugged Big Tex trailers to durable CM and Legend X truck beds, H&H has what your truck needs to work harder and last longer. For the field, H&H carries reliable ag equipment from Salford, New Leader, and Chandler. Visit H&H Chief Sales in Carthage today or anytime at hhchiefsales.com. H&H, quality equipment, knowledgeable service, and solutions that work as hard as you do.
From a cabin on a creek to a field where the big bucks sneak. Oh, yeah! Tom Smith Land and Home. Find your place where your roots can grow. From hunting ground to your front door key, call the landman of Mississippi. Tom Smith Land and Home. Yeah, the landman's who you need. Brought to you by Tom and Ellen Smith. Tom Smith Land and Homes. That's it.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
Welcome back to the show where games people play.
Mm-hmm.
You take them or you leave them. That's Allison Parsons version.
Hey, our listeners, they don't.
On Friday,
You're hurting their ears.
On Friday, they're all excited.
Because they're coming to Beethoven's Boardwalk tonight.
That's correct.
Yes.
That's correct.
Hey, we got a blue plate lunch out there today, too.
A blue. Those plates are red. Haven't you ever looked at them?
They're white, too.
And blue.
Mm-hmm. Red,
Okay.
white, and blue.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. See that? See how I did it for
Oh, you,
that's that for you geldings. Red, white, and blue is kind of an American thing. Just helping y'all. Okay, go ahead.
So today we have ribs, fried catfish, and hamburger steak.
There you go.
And a multitude of veggies.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did you get some cake last night? I saw you were the first person to cut into the cake.
Miss Sheila asked me to cut the cake, so I cut the cake.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you asked me to cut the cheese, you want me to cut the cheese?
No.
Okay, just checking.
Please don't.
But anyway,
I think we all should just get back to being Americans and patriots.
well, I mean, you got to
Forget the race.
Well, you got to. Well, the race thing is part of the division of the politics that have been created by Republicans and Democrats.
Mhm.
Okay, that's part of one.
Yeah.
Now, part two is somebody stole all those Republicans' balls in Mississippi.
Yeah.
They're all been stolen. There are no balls in the Republican Party in Mississippi. And that's sad to say because there's some great people out there that we really like. They're really nice guys. You're really nice guys. But it's just like the guy from Texas that just got voted out. Do you know what else he was besides a person that was voting against gun laws in Texas?
Right.
A vegan.
No way.
Yes.
He's a Texan and he's a
Texan.
vegan.
He's a Texan and a vegan.
Oh my.
I know another Republican in this state
Be nice.
who is a gelding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we gonna name names?
No, we're not going to name names and call names, but
Is he a vegan too?
he's a vegan. He's a vegan.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. He knows who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Hey, did you see where the Blue Origin blew up last night?
Well, that's Jeff Bezos.
Yes.
Now, at what point will Jeff Bezos start saying that Elon is making that happen?
Well,
I mean, he got billions and billions and billions of dollars. How many billions does Jeff Bezos have to where you can lose billions of dollars on a crappy rocket? I mean, last time he sent one of it, and think about this. Think about this for just a moment. This is sort of take us back to Ford when the Ford put out the Pinto. Okay, and the problem with the Pinto, when rear-end crash, car blew up, everybody died. Last time, I guess Bezos was successful in getting one of his Blue Origin crafts to go up into space. Elon Musk had to go save everybody. Isn't that correct?
No, that's when all those women went up to well, they didn't really go to space. They
No,
just kinda
not
went
that one. Not the one that went up in the air and came back down. I'm talking about when he was supposed to go pick up the people that were on the
Oh yeah, that was stuck on the space shuttle.
yeah,
the space,
they went up for a week and they
whatever.
stayed there almost a year.
Yeah.
And then of course Elon goes and picks them up.
Yeah, but you know
Now
what?
my question to you is Bezos and Amazon. Now when you think about the data centers that we're building here in Mississippi and everybody getting kind of nervous about data centers all across the state all of a sudden, Jeff Bezos, these are his. If you can't build a rocket, and if you build a rocket, most rockets are tested in Mississippi, right? Where's he testing his rockets?
I don't know. Some were tested in Florida, Texas.
And probably in that Republican area that guy's from, right?
Yeah, maybe so.
where the geldings list.
Yeah.
But I mean, we've been fixing them at the Stennis Space Center for years. I mean, that's where you go and you shoot them. Boom, boom. They go to the Apollo. We very successful. Where's he getting his stuff done?
I don't know.
Is he getting them done from China?
Maybe so.
But Bezos,
They keep blowing up.
But Bezos is a part of the big box store society. If
Maybe
you really
they're
think
coming
about
in
it.
on Temu.
Yeah, I mean, you got to.
But what I was going with this
Okay,
is
go.
it's just great to see expedition again, a race, building. Like back
Race
in
meaning something other than people.
yes, yeah. I mean, the race to build the best. It's nice to see somebody work at something, and even though it exploded, they're still working towards something.
So, but when
Which that don't happen a lot
but when
anymore
he-
with all the technology
Now,
that we have.
At first, there was a lot of jokes about the one that he built because it looked like a phallic symbol. It was and then if you really think about it, his arrow for Amazon has a lean-to with the head on it, and you kind of look at it and go, that's kind of strange looking too. What is wrong with him? And of course, it doesn't have any.
He's just a
balls
normal
on it.
man.
No, but no, he's not a normal man.
Oh,
There's something wrong with Jeff Bezos.
Are you a normal?
Oh
man?
yes, oh yes.
Ah.
We got 2 cameras here today. I can put one down there underneath the table.
I know I was not talking about that.
Oh,
I'm just talking about your mind.
oh, I'm very.
Are you a normal-minded man?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You're crazy.
And women would always say that a man's crazy. Now, men ate meat all along until women came along and gave them an apple. Think about it. Think about it.
You didn't have to
Watch
mind.
it.
You don't have to do everything a woman tells you to do.
Exactly. You don't.
But you do.
No, we don't.
Yes, you do.
No, we don't.
Mhm.
But anyway, there's just a problem in the world with people standing on their own 2 feet and getting things done that need to get done. Period. And women are attracted to men who are men. Right?
Right.
Okay.
Mhm.
And real men, and like all these Republicans that you see in our news, hey, I don't nothing against their wives, but I don't see y'all hanging out with them when they're making policies. I don't see it, y'all. I may be a little wrong, but you never see, a man and a strong man and a strong woman standing there doing the duties. They're just kind of quietly moving around. When Trump shows up, he's got his wife. She's there. She's quiet like she's supposed to be. I'm just kidding. On the quiet part. She does a lot.
She does. She does a lot of things behind the scenes.
And
she's not credited
and
for.
she's only barely an American.
Mm-hmm. But isn't that wonderful to have that opportunity? Only an American can you not be born and raised here, but become a citizen and end up being the First Lady of the United States.
Well, see, the reality is you can be an American, but we have Americans that aren't Americans.
That's true.
And that's what's going on now with the Republican Party in this state, y'all. In this state. Look, you're giving them money. You're doing everything you got to do, but they are crazy. They are completely crazy. Oh, we got an update from Clay. Traffic alert. Pretty bad wreck with this morning at the downtown Brandon I-20 ramp right there at Highway 80.
People can't even drive anymore.
Okay. So y'all be careful out there. I wonder if that's just a warning that I'm running late again, too. It doesn't say that, but.
Well, he's got a long ways to go and a short time to get here if he's way over there.
He'll get here. No, he sent that at 6:25. He sent that at 6:25, and due to us being here at the studio, it might take a little bit longer to get here. It's 6:47, so it came through my phone. It's 6:47.
Find another lie.
That's what I'm going with.
That's your story.
Find another lie.
Yeah.
We don't pay taxes in Mississippi today, y'all. Whenever somebody tries to charge you sales tax, say, I don't pay taxes. We don't have them anymore. The state legislature said we don't have any sales tax. We got rid of that. Said no politician ever.
Sounds good.
I mean, that's the reality. They lie to us so much that you start believing them. And you go around, well, they're doing such a great job. They got rid of taxes. That's the line they want you to say. We got rid of taxes. Meanwhile, I saw where somebody online was talking about the redistricting. It was a Republican trying to have some balls. And he was talking about redistricting. And so I had to set him straight. I said, so you want redistricting, but you won't give us. And he said and it had in there a comment. He wanted a comment from the people. He said, please chime in. I said, well, if you want comments from the people, give them back their ballot initiative where they can vote. I don't need to be filtered through some politician.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot who it was. It wasn't Jason White. It was another one of the communists that helped run our state. And he's pretty big up there. And he's chairing a committee. What was the committee? The committee on property taxes. I can't remember who it is. But anyway, it's talking about we're going to get rid of property taxes. Woo! Quit paying your property taxes. See how quick you'll own your land.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take it quick. We've got to figure out how to get them off. And then you got this guy. I saw where the guy that ran for mayor in Jackson, the white guy that ran for mayor, a young kid, was talking about he had talked to the owners of the property in Jackson that was being redone, that was for the AI, the data center, which of course data centers were banned in Jackson. And as soon as they found out they were going to get one, and I said, you're talking about all this, and you said you talked to the owner of the land. What's his name?
And
crickets.
Yeah.
He says, I got to check on that and see what his name is. Well, if you're talking to the owner,
you should know who that
name is. What are we hiding?
Mm-hmm.
And he's a Democrat, I believe, when he was running for office, or at least he ran as a Democrat. But anyway, he means well, and I know he's a rapper. But the reality is, if you don't know if you're going to say you know the owner of the land and you talk to the owner of the land, you can't recall his name, and you're supposed to be reporting on it. Make some sense out of it, because we want to know who owned the land. Is it Jody Owens and Choate Way? And is that why you're hiding it? I mean, what the hell? And all of a sudden you can't have a data center, but you're going to have one in Jackson on this piece of property.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Somebody's making money. Somebody's making money. It's all about dollars, y'all. And they will. And look, if Jeff Bezos has built some shady, the one they're talking about building will have a water supply and electrical supply for it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The one in Jackson. Well, they've been lying to us out there in Madison County, saying that those had water and all that. Look, the man builds shoddy spaceship shuttles all the time. How long before those just blow up out there because they don't have enough water or something like that? Could that happen? That's my question. I don't know. But if you need a lot of water for cooling it for some reason, something like that. I don't know. My question. I'm asking questions.
Would tell.
I mean, all of a sudden everybody got nervous about these data centers nationwide.
Mm-hmm.
That's not just here. That because until we hear it publicly, nationally, we don't get involved. We say, "Oh, we're going to make a lot of money." Blah blah blah. I wish I owned some of that land, sold it. Blah blah blah. I wish I was part of the people running the dirt in there. Blah blah blah. I wish I owned a piece of Makita. Their nonprofit get all the money from the state of Mississippi, and then don't tell you how to spend it. And then everybody's telling me constantly, we got water and wastewater there. No, you didn't. I told you didn't have a recycler there. And you said, no, you do. No, we do. Now they're trying to build one on another piece of property that Makita acquired to provide the water there. And we're going to pay for it. We're the taxpayers. We're paying for all of it. And we're kind of, you kind of 1 foot in the water. Now you got to put both feet in the water, and you're going to have to ride with it because we can't afford another beef plant.
1 foot in the
But
water.
at least the beef plant, you knew one thing at the beef plant.
Because we can't afford another.
Everything there was going to be a gelding when it left there. It was going to get cut up. We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show on WYAB.
What's that?
Everything there was going to be a gelding when it left there. It was going to get cut up. We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show.
1039 WYAB.
In the heart of rural America, we know the value of an honest day's work. While the big corporate brands focus on their stock prices, Outlaw Light is focused on you. We're an independent American brand built on resilience. We don't preach or teach. We just brew. That means a high-quality, 105-calorie light beer at a price that respects your hard-earned dollar. For the patriots, the dreamers, and the doers, America deserves a new light beer. Grab an Outlaw. It's darn good beer.
Yazoo Valley Electric Power Association wants you to stay away from downed power lines. Downed power lines carry the risk of deadly electric shock, even if the broken wire is not sparking. If a wire is crossing a road or driveway, avoid the area and keep others away. If you see a downed power line, back away and call your utility company or 911. When you call, be prepared to provide the specific address or location of the downed power line so a repair crew can get there as quickly as possible. This safety message brought to you by Yazoo Valley Electric Power Association.
At Bank of Yazoo, we believe that common sense makes for better banking. That's why we've taken our array of checking accounts and simplified them for you, boiling down features and benefits to create our New You, Achieve You, Benefit You, and Protect You checking accounts. Ready to discover how simple is better? Talk with us today. Bank of Yazoo, Bank of You. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, Kim Wade here. Hot weather requires us to run the AC nonstop. Pure Air Consultants can inspect your unit today to ensure your AC is operating at peak performance. Pure Air Consultants is your go-to Rheem partner that can get the job done and have you resting in comfort in no time. Locally owned and operated, they have proudly served our community for over 22 years. Contact Pure Air Consultants today at mypureairconsultants.com. Rheem and Pure Air Consultants to the rescue.
Want insider tips on foundation repair, maintenance, and how to protect your biggest investment? Todd Sandridge, owner of Superior Foundation Services, will be dropping in this month for quick interviews with your favorite local hosts. Whether you're dealing with cracks, settling, or just want peace of mind, this is a conversation you don't want to miss. Superior Foundation Services, helping you stay on solid ground. Find them online at superior.ms. That's superior.ms.
At Flora Animal Hospital, our team doesn't just take care of your pet's needs. We feel like it starts with the pet parents. If the pet parent is informed thoroughly and understands the situation with the animal and why certain things need to be done or certain medications need to be given, it's easier to get that done. Our website is floraanimalhospital.com. It'll take you straight to the online store where your medicine can be purchased, food can be purchased, prescription or non-prescription, and they will be shipped straight to your front door. floraanimalhospital.com.
Hey guys, this is Casey Ellis with Ellis Autoplex, located on Highway 471 in Brandon. Ellis Autoplex, known as Little Truck City, is your old school mom and pop style dealership that's family owned and operated. We specialize in 4-wheel drive trucks, but don't worry, we have cars and SUVs too. Looking to sell your vehicle? Bring it by Ellis Autoplex, where we pay fair market value and we cut you a check on the spot. Need your vehicle service or repaired? We can handle that too. Shop us online or set your appointment at ellisautoplex.com. That's ellisautoplex.com.
Hi, Kim Wade here. Cork and Door Company has been providing quality residential garage and commercial overhead door products to Mississippians for over 50 years. Cork and Door is a supplier of garage door parts and services such as LiftMaster, commercial and residential door operators, as well as Clopay, sectional commercial and residential doors, Asta, commercial sheet and rolling steel doors, and Cornell, rolling steel and shutters, with many in stock for the same day pickup. Corkanddoor.com. That's corkanddoor.com.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
It is the Chip Matthews Show, heard around the world and all over the reservoir on the Gulf of Beethoven's. And also, there are people listening to us this morning out in the Gulf of America.
Really?
Tommy J and the Wild West Show. He's down there on the coast.
Okay.
He was checking in the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And I went, hey, all right. But anyway, it's 6:57 in the morning, just before 7 o'clock. Some of you, some people last night have said, I hear you for the last 5 minutes every morning. Why? So that's when I get up, and then I get in the shower, and then I listen to Clay when I get out of the shower, and I go to work.
Mm-hmm.
Get up earlier.
5 minutes is all they can handle listening to you.
I mean,
Chip.
some days that may
Chippy.
be the case. Are you allowed to shoot fireworks at Beethoven's on the 4th? The government will be shooting fireworks at Beethoven's on the 4th. There will be a big fireworks show.
Yeah.
I don't know what
we have the best seats because don't they do that on Red Dot Road?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we have the best seats because we have chairs.
We have location.
Location. And we're located on the reservoir next to Cock of the Walk.
Yeah.
So come on out and see us.
Mm-hmm.
And, bring your boat. Bring your air conditioner. Just to where you can cool off. If you go inside the building, if you go in the building, it's freezing in the building.
Yeah. Somebody said last night, it's kind of warm in here. I said, I can freeze you out of here. Just give me 2 seconds.
Quick. But anyway, we're going to remind everybody that we have the Super Sunday Buffet. Buffets this Sunday at Beethoven's on the Reservoir. Yeah, it gets going at 11 o'clock. There'll be pot roast. There'll be chicken. There'll be pork chops. There'll be ribs. Somebody said, yeah, ain't fancy. I go, it's just because we ain't fancy people.
That's right.
Now, we may do something fancy to some of that food out there, but we ain't going to, it's just Sunday come to eating. And that's why it's only $17. I mean, You know, everybody else on Sunday goes through the roof and blah, 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 blah. Not us.
It should boil down to the taste and the quality.
And look, and somebody said, well, you go through the line at our buffet, you only can make it through one time because you're going to get full because the food is real. It's real. It's no air, no fluff, no bull.
Made by scratch.
Made from scratch. Real good.
Mm-hmm.
I was bragging on the buffet yesterday. That's what Stacy just said from, you know who Stacy is?
Mm-hmm.
Who? Sweet Tooth Jones. Sweet Tooth Jones. They did a hell of a job. I can't wait for them to play.
They're
again.
good.
Oh, well, that's going to do it for us. We're up. We're out of here. Come see the Velcro Pygmies tonight. Say goodbye, Dawn.
Goodbye, Dawn.
The Clay Edwards Show is next. Remember Kim Wade this afternoon.